Josh Raven here with Esports at E-League, joined by Freakazoid from Echo Fox. Unfortunately, off the back of a defeat to Na'Vi, we'll get start on with those games. It was always going to be a bit of a stretch beating Na'Vi. What went wrong in those games? Why weren't you able to take the win?
I think it was more so just like lack of experience, just not enough like practice of being together as a team, and we've only been together for 3 weeks, so I think there's a lot of positives to take away from this, but experience was like the main thing. I think is what beat us, and then just little details and stuff like that, and it's also fixable, and I think we have a bright future, so it was exciting.
You spoke about the positives. Obviously, statistically, not a great run at E-League, but performance-wise, it seems like you guys did put up a number of good performances against those top teams. Would you say that the stats kind of lied here and that you did better than most people would have expected?
Definitely. I think some of the scores like in the games were I just think they didn't really represent what was happening in the matches, because some of the matches, like the 16-6 on Na'Vi, the first game we played, it was super close rounds, some of them, like so many 1v1s we lost, and it was lopsided as a score, but in game it could have gone either way, which could have flip-flopped it, like it made it more of a closer game. So yeah, I think there's a lot more that the score didn't really represent like what it really was.
And I think quickly before we move on, we'd have to bring up yesterday's game against Flipside. And one player in particular, World Edit. And I'm curious, like, what is it like as a player when you're in a game like that and someone like World Edit just goes off completely and is shutting down pretty much everything by himself? Like, what does that do to you mentally in a game, and how do you try and overcome it?
Honestly, I didn't really see a score. But, I mean, all credit to him. He's a good player, but I feel like we were just feeding him a lot of eco kills, too, at the same time. So, I mean, all credit to him, not taking anything away. He played awesome, Played the best performance of E-League, I think. So, I think good for him. But I wasn't really paying attention to his score or anything. It didn't really – I'm sure he was getting a lot of kills, but it didn't really feel like he was going anything too crazy, like, in the game. But obviously he was,
yeah.
So –
well, moving on from E-League, we'll talk about you joining Echo Fox not too long ago, moving from Cloud9 a while ago. How do you think it's settling better for you in Echo Fox? Do you think like you're settling in better, it's a better play style for you? Do you miss playing in Cloud9 a little bit, or are you all happy and set?
Of course you miss like the great times with like Cloud9 and stuff. Like I cherish those, and it was obviously super. It was just a lot of fun with them, you know what I mean? But I'm happy where I'm at now. I'm treated well, and I'm back with Sean and some of my old teammates and that I played back with in Source and stuff. So I feel comfortable here, and I'm really happy. Not that I didn't feel comfortable with Cloud9, but I feel really comfortable here.
What are the differences between the two teams? Because obviously Cloud9 had a lot of experienced guys in here, come over to Echo Fox. Some less experienced players in there, not quite like internationally tested and whatnot. So what is the difference like playing with the different set of players?
It's just, you said it right there, just lack of experience, and that just comes with playing more events and playing more together as a team. And I think that's the biggest thing, is just more time with under the table, just like with just playing with each other. You know what I mean? So I think that's going to be the biggest thing for us, is just practicing hard together and really focusing on us and not what anybody else is doing. And I think the sky's the limit for us.
Well, you say the sky's the limit. We'll talk about that. What's next for Echo Fox? What's coming up? What goal are you pursuing? What are your aims for the rest of the year, let's say, or something like that?
Oh, well, I think there's a couple events coming up in like September or one, but it sucks because we don't have that many right now, since we're it's more of a newer organization. We obviously have premiere matches and stuff like that for ESL, so that's what we're going to be focusing on, and then obviously just practicing maps, just to like make our pool a lot deeper, have a better understanding as a map, and then teamwork and stuff like that. So that's just what's next for us.